Hey everyone, it's been an insane day guys. This vacation has been insane. I'm in Turkey at the moment. You guys can see it's not Dubai. If you guys are new, my name is Jay. I live in Dubai, but I'm on a vacation in Turkey and today I made $45,000 from day trading on my vacation, which is insane. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the trades I took today, but also I started a video back in Dubai. The day I was leaving for Turkey, I started a video. I have been recording a few highlights of my vacation along with the trading content. I did not trade every single day, but the days I took a trade, I have recorded those clips along with the trade recaps and everything. But the footage is like 90 minutes long. So I have to shorten that video, edit that video to like 15-20 minutes. But you guys need to let me know in the comment section below. Do you guys want to watch a long 30-40 minutes video or a short version like a 15 minutes long video? But that video will be posted after this video, because on this video, it's a milestone day for me. Not the biggest day, because if you guys saw my last few videos, I actually made $93,000. But on vacation, on my last vacation in Philippines in November last year, I made $35,000. But today I made $45,000. So this is a milestone trading day while on vacation. So I have to make this video. So now let's go to my hotel room and I'm going to show you guys the trades for the day. The video won't be that good of a quality because I don't have my huge ass setup, but I'm going to do my best. But the whole point of making this video is that for educational purposes, that's the first thing. The second thing is that for motivational purposes, because if you guys have seen my journey, if you guys go on my YouTube, my first video was how I made $90 in 15 minutes. And now once you succeed in trading, once you know what you're doing, once you have a strategy and you size up. On my last vacation in November 2024, I made $35,000 in one day, and today I made $45,000. And you guys will need to watch my next video so that to get an idea how much I have made on this vacation. It's insane, right? I won't be spending anything more than $10,000 on this vacation, and in one day I can make $45,000. So if you're struggling with your trading, guys, stick with it. It's possible. Like, you guys can see it, right? This is not to brag. This is just for motivational purposes, that you can also make it in trading like I did. I was just a normal dude, but I was able to make it work. You guys can also make it work. Let's now go to my hotel room and do a quick breakdown of the trades I took. So here's a one-day chart of Tesla in front of you guys. So I was watching this stock because we can see that we have been making lower highs on Tesla on the daily chart, making a really nice trend line. And if you guys ask me what are these yellow lines, these are the weekly levels. So I like to mark my weekly levels with yellow and monthly levels like red on the chart, so that I know these levels are very important compared to the hourly or the 15 minutes levels. So we can see that the high of the previous week was 261.80. So I had this level marked. It's actually held this level really nicely. I'm going to show you guys. And then the high of the 2 weeks ago was 274.69. So I had these two levels marked on the daily chart, on the weekly chart, marked in yellow. And on the daily chart, we can see that after the earnings, this stock actually, they missed the earnings. The earnings were bad, but the stock was pushing up and it actually gapped up, closed like a doji. The following day, it actually closed near the earnings day high. On this day, we were gapping up about 260. So this is like picture perfect playbook setup. On the daily chart, we gap up above a trend line, daily range break, trend break, you can call it whatever, the weekly level break. So a lot of things are aligning on this stock. The weekly levels are aligning, the weekly chart is aligning, the daily chart is aligning. It also had a news catalyst after the earnings. The volume is going to be there. So a lot of like check. And that is why today I was watching this stock for a push towards the upside. So now let's take a look at the 5-minute chart. What happened? I'm going to add the extended hours. You guys will be able to see. We can see that in the extended hours in the pre-market high was actually above 265, so which is pretty good. So this stock was holding strong in the pre-market as well. Off the open, I'm going to show you guys my first two trades. So my first trade was, as soon as it opened, it had a push towards the upside. I entered my position right here, and then unfortunately I had a loss. Like, we had this big red candle. I covered my position right before around 261.8, 262. I actually lost around $4,000 on this trade. I was down $4,000 on, I think, 100 or 137 contracts or something like that. I'm going to show you guys my entries and exits a bit later. And then I entered my position again. So we saw a hold of 260, which is what I mentioned in the Discord group as well, that if we actually hold about 260, I like this stock still towards the upside. Then we had this hold. I entered my position right here with a stop loss under 260 because we held 260. There's no reason to exit. We had a push towards the upside. I had big size. I had like 150 contracts, mix of 270 and 275 calls. Next week expiry, I think 130 contracts. I covered only 50 contracts, 270, and I was 270 calls, and I was waiting for a good push towards the upside. Did not happen. On this candle, I covered my whole position, and by this time I was actually done for the day. I even posted that in the Discord group. So let's actually take a look at the Discord group and see what happened. So here's the Discord group in front of you. You guys can see I called it 4:58 p.m. which is 10 a.m. approximately 9:58 a.m. EST, because I'm in Turkey at the moment. I Calling it here, sized up for a squeeze play. As a trader, I did my job. Data at 10 a.m. So I was up like $3,500. First trade was a loser. You guys can see right here. I lost money on the first trade, made money on the second trade, which unfortunately did not work out the way I wanted to, but I did a good job managing my position. Then I was like, okay, data at 10 a.m. This was 2 minutes before the actual 10 a.m. data. So market needs to do some crazy shit to make me decide to trade more or not. SPY 548 is going to be key. And after 10 a.m., we had a crazy rally on Tesla towards the upside. I was watching 265. I entered right before 265 and I caught a good push towards the upside. Back in Tesla right before 265. Not great fill, but holding if we get a squeeze now. Now we're talking. So we can see right here. I entered my position right around here, I think 10:05 or 10:06 a.m. candle. We're going to take a look at my executions as well. And I got this push towards the upside. I was very slow in taking my profits. And honestly, guys, like this whole push towards the upside was definitely catchable, because when Tesla gets like a nice rally towards the upside, in 99% of the cases, it won't just reverse on the first pullback, right? This was just a pullback for a push towards the upside, then a pullback, again, push towards the upside. So I caught this push from 10:06 a.m. all the way right here, and I made approximately $24,000 on this trade. And then I missed out on this opportunity towards the upside, but I was able to enter a position right here, I think on 10:56 a.m. candle. Caught this push towards 279, 280, and I'm making another $16,000. So let's now take a look at my entries and exits. On the Discord group, we can see that after 3.5k, 3.4k, my first trade I was red, $4,000. Did a good job managing my position. Second trade put me green for the day, $3,500. Third trade, $27,700, $737. And you guys can see my first trade was red, my entries and exits, everything. You guys can take a screenshot. This is until the third trade. The third trade, 10:06 a.m. candle. So if we go back and see, this is where I entered, 10:06 a.m. candle right here, just before the break of 265. You guys can see I entered right here, and on the same candle, it pushed towards the upside. I had no drawdown on this trade. And then let's take a look at my entries and exits. I just held this position 8, 10. I was very slow in taking profits, like 20, 20, 10 contracts, 10 contracts, 30 contracts. So I covered my whole position at 10:16 a.m. And honestly, guys, in theory, I could have held my whole position for a break towards 280. But yeah, it is what it is, because I'm on vacation as well. So it's like I'm not in front of my big setup. You guys know that the mindset is still not there, but still a really good day for the vacation. And the last trade, can I find it? I don't have a screenshot in the Discord group. Let's take a look. Yeah, overall 44,300. Let's take a look at my interactive brokers and see my last trade, right? You guys will be able, I'm going to pull it right here. My last trade was, I entered at 10:56 a.m. candle. I had entered 200 contracts. So this was the only trade I took 0 day to expiry on, because I even mentioned that in the webinar that I'm only going to be trading the same day expiry if I'm green for the day, and provided that my internet works nicely, because I have been having a lot of internet issues in this country, in Turkey. So I entered 10:56, and honestly, like the premiums went to like 1.1. My stop loss was, I think, 260, 268, something like that. I entered, so my stop loss was under 275. I entered around 276. My stop loss was under 275, never closed under 275. So yeah, my risk was approximately, I would say, $10,000 to $12,000 for this day, and I was already up $27,000. So accepted the risk and overall made around $16,000 on this trade. So yeah, if you look at risk to reward percentage, like risk to reward wise, the last trade was the worst trade, and that was the same day expiry contracts. That's why, like, you guys, like, honestly, you don't have any reason to trade the same day expiry contracts unless it's like a quick scalp, because the premiums drop a lot against you on the pullback or something. So yeah, the first 3 trades were on the next week expiry contracts. Then when I had the leverage to trade the same day expiry contracts, I tried that. They did not pay really well, which is okay. Now, if you go back to my P&L, we can see I made $44,378 for the day, and I traded from 9:30 a.m. to 11:16 a.m., which is approximately like 6 p.m., whatever, right here. So yeah, guys, this is in front of you. $44,300 on vacation. I don't think so. Like, I haven't even spent maybe 10% of it on this vacation, which is crazy, right? So yeah, that is pretty much it. Thank you for watching. If you guys like this video, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you are new. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.